Welcome to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we're going to be recapping the Yankees versus Oakland Athletics series. Um, Before we get into that, I want you guys to make sure you are liking this video, commenting on it, and sharing it with any baseball fans that you may know, any Yankee fans. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on another video. I also want you guys to show love to the rest of the Refuse to Lose family. We've got CTC, Call Talking College, just dropped an episode of the first round of the NFL draft, which I was a guest on. That was fun to see the reactions from the selections in the first round. We've got RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. We've got Kings Talk with Joe Jordan. We've got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Dave's Doghouse. And we also have In the Red Corner with Dave, not Dave, with Tony, Ricky, and Fast Camp. Ty, sorry. Um, Again, guys, show the Refuse to Lose family some love. And of course, can't go without mentioning the main show gives you a recap of all sports. In the Red Corner gives you, it's a boxing show. RBO is NBA, fantasy football, of course. You know what that is. And Dave's Doghouse, it gives you the lowlights and the highlights of the week. Um, Click the link in the description to become a member. Also, click the link in the description to subscribe to all of the shows on the network. Let's get right into it. Game one, we had Carlos Rodon going up against JP Sears. Carlos Rodon goes 7 innings, giving up only 1 hit, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Sears goes 6 innings, 7 Ks, giving up only 3 hits, 1 walk. There was nothing really going on in the beginning of this game except for Aaron Boone getting ejected in the top of the first inning on a controversial call where Esteury Ruiz got hit by a pitch, looked like he swung, and then he said a few words to the umpire. Umpire says, "All right, that's enough. You say anything else, you're gone." And then a fan sitting on top of the dugout, not on top, but behind the dugout, says something to the umpire, and the umpire throws out Aaron Boone. He said he didn't care if it was him or not. He's gone, which is actually hilarious. If you want to see his reaction, make sure you guys are looking it up on YouTube because it was actually hilarious. Top of the ninth, Zach Geloff hits a 2 RBI home run to go up 2-0, and that ended up being the final score of this game. Yankees get shut out at home for the first game of the series. Winning pitcher was Lucas Ursig. He goes 2 innings, giving up no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 1 K. His ERA on the season is a 1.86. The losing pitcher was Victor Gonzalez. He comes in the top of the ninth. Pretty questionable call, seeing how we used him in the game before to get the save against the Rays. He gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, a walk, including that, and he also let up that home run. His ERA in the season is a 3.24. And Mason Miller, this dude is lights out. He's got some electric stuff. He throws the ball 103 miles per hour. He was consistently at 101, 102 with his fastball. And then when you try to overcompensate for the fastball, he comes at you with a slider. So good luck hitting that kid. He comes in for an inning, giving up no hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 Ks. Facing the top of the lineup, he struck out Volpe, Soto, and Aaron Judge in order for the save. His ERA is a 1.80. He has 5 saves on the season. Going right into Game 2, Marcus Stroman versus Blackburn. In the top of the first, Seth Brown gets an RBI double to go up 1-0. In the bottom of this first, Stanton hits a 2 RBI double to make it 2-1, and then Anthony Rizzo hits a 2 RBI home run to make it 4-1. In the top of the second, Shea Langeliers hits a home run solo shot to make it 4-2. And then in the top of the fourth, Lawrence Butler hits a solo home run to make it 4-3, and that ended up being the final score. Yankees score all their runs in the first inning, with their pitching being able to hold it down. Stroman went 5 1/3 of an inning, giving up 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 home runs. His ERA in the season is a 2.93 with a record of 2-1. He got the win. The losing pitcher was Blackburn. He went 6 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 1 home run, and his ERA on the season is a 2.03. And Clay Holmes continues to be lights out of the bullpen. He comes out with his 9th save of the season. He still has a 0 ERA, is still, in my eyes, the best closer in baseball. His stuff is gross right now. His pitchers are moving a lot, and he's throwing a lot of strikes and doing what he has to do to get the save. You can basically count on it being a save at this point, when he comes into the game. I also had a nice little heated argument with no, I wouldn't say heated argument, just a back and forth with a baseball fan in my DMs, because I had posted on my story that Clay Holmes is the best closer in baseball, and he said I was being a little biased because he is a Yankee, but if you look at the numbers, he still hasn't given up a run. He is leading the league in saves. He has a blown save, which I don't really agree with, because it was that Diamondbacks game when Anthony Volpe made an error. So I don't think that should go on Clay Holmes. But nonetheless, I believe Clay Holmes is the best closer in baseball right now. And if you want to go back and forth with me about what I say on these videos on Instagram, make sure you are following me with the name down below at that kid Mercado. And I would love to go back and forth with you and have a nice little heated debate. Going into Game 3, it was Clark Schmidt versus Boyle. In the bottom of the first, Aaron Judge hits a 2-run home run to go up 2-0. All rise. The bottom of the fourth, Volpe hits a RBI triple to score Austin Wells after a bunt single to get him off of his little cold streak that he's been on. He makes the score 3-0. And then Soto hits a sac fly to make it 4-0. And Anthony Rizzo, for the second game in a row, hits a home run to make it 5-0. That was a solo shot. In the top of the sixth, Brent Rooker hits a 3-run home run to make it 5-3. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Soto hits a solo shot to go up 6-3. And in the bottom of the seventh, Alex Verdugo hits a sac fly to make the score 7-3, which ended up being the final score. Yankees win Game 3 of this series. Clark Schmidt got the win. He went 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 3 earned runs on that one swing of the bat, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and again, he let up that home run. His ERA on the season is a 3.55 with a 2-0 record. The losing pitcher was Boyle. He only went 3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, and that home run to Anthony Rizzo. His ERA in the season is a 7.06. Um, I mean, this was the first game of the year that Judge and Soto hit home runs in the same game. I'm still waiting for Judge and Soto to go back to back. That's going to be electric. I hope it happens at home so that the fans in the Bronx can go absolutely insane. Um, Going into game 4, trying to win the series, we had Nestor Cortez versus Alex Wood. Trevino starts the scoring off with a solo home run in the bottom of the second to go up 1-0. And then in the top of the third, Nick Allen hits a solo home run to tie it up at 1. And Tyler Nevin hits a 2-run home run to give the Athletics a lead at 3-1. And that ended up being the final score. This game right here, Yankees had bases loaded 2 or 3 times in the game, and they just couldn't come up with that big hit. In the first inning, they had bases loaded with nobody out. Stanton struck out, and then Anthony Rizzo hit a ground ball into a double play to end the inning there. Yankees have hit into tons of double plays right now. Don't know what it is with this team. We just always hit into double plays, and it's really getting on my nerves because they should be hitting the ball well. These games that we lost in the series, Yankees just couldn't come up with those big hits. Like I said, bases loaded, you have to get at least 1 run, especially with no outs. You have to get some runs in that situation to give your guy Nestor Cortez some type of lead early. Cortez, he pitched well. He was missing his spots a little bit early with the fastball. He was up in the zone, and the Athletics took advantage of it in the third inning with those 2 home runs. After that, he was pretty good. He went 7 innings with giving up only 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, letting up those 2 home runs. He walked nobody, so his command was good. Just missed his spots on with that fastball. His ERA in the season is a 3.5. He has a 1-2 record. He got the loss. The winning pitcher for the game was Alex Wood. He went 5 2/3 of an inning, giving up 8 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 Ks, also giving up a home run. And his ERA in the season is a 6.59. Coming into the game, I saw his ERA. I know what the Yankees hitters usually do to lefty pitchers, and I was feeling good about winning the series. But I mean, it happens. It's baseball. You can't come up with the big hit in every situation. You of course you want to, but it's going to happen where you just can't get the job done. And right now, we're just not getting the job done. And again, Mason Miller comes in for his 6th save of the season. That dude's electric. Like I said before, he will be one of the top closers in the game. Might be traded later on in the year, depending on where the A's are in the standings. I predicted them to be in last, but they're a scrappy team, man. Their back end of the bullpen comes out and just throws gas, nothing but gas. You got multiple guys that come out and throw over 100 miles per hour, sitting at like 98 to 100. It just gets on you quick, especially when you have a pitcher like Alex Wood that's throwing 92, 93, and then you have to make the adjustment to try to hit 98 to 101. It's tough on hitters, and they definitely were able to pitch well. The bullpen didn't let up a run for the A's, so they ended up getting the win, tying the series. Like I said, I thought the Yankees were going to win this series. I felt like they had a good opportunity for the offense to bounce back out of this little struggle that they've been in. Um, the pitching has for the Yankees has been tremendous. Um, it's coming into the season, it looked like it was going to be our downfall, but right now the offense just isn't hitting as well as we thought it would. Um, I think it's going to pick up, right? I hope it's going to pick up because we need to score runs to win the game, right? Um, Nestor going 7 innings on his last two starts. Um, he's been pitching very well, um, and we still don't have the ace, Garrett Cole, right? He's playing catch, right? He should be back within the next month and a half, hopefully. So um, I hope his recovery is coming along pretty well because I want to be able to count on just one win every 5 days because he's he's nasty. Um, and now that we have recapped the series, I'm going to give you guys the King of New York. It was a little tough to give you a King of New York for this series, but I went with Anthony Rizzo. He's starting to have some very good at bats on the season. He is 242 with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs with an OPS of 666. And in this series, he went hitless in the first game. Second game, he goes 1 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs. Third game, he goes 2 for 5 with a home run and an RBI. And in the final game, he went 1 for 4. Um, he's having some good at bats now. I feel like he's seeing the ball pretty well. People have been a little concerned with him, but it looks like he's starting to come along in this homestand. We got a series coming up against the Brewers. Hopefully, we can win that series because after that, um, we got a series against the Orioles starting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's it's going to be a good test on where we are this year, right? Because you see how they're playing, and it's going to be the battle for the AL East. In my eyes, I don't see the Red Sox, Blue Jays, or Rays competing for the top two spots in the division. But I do see the Orioles and the Yankees going back and forth, uh, first and second, all year. And I'm praying that I'm not praying, but I'm confident that the Yankees can come out on top at the end of the year. And also for the future sake that I haven't. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching to the end. Um, Go Yankees. Happy birthday to the captain, Aaron Judge. 32nd birthday. Make sure you put your home run parlay in for him tonight. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time. Peace.